Once again, this is another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off, and not too sure what I'm going to title this one yet, but I wanted to pretty much share with you a couple of things that is on my mind on today. This is being taped on Friday of February 17th. A very, very nice, warm, beautiful day here in the city of Chicago. I think it's like 61, 62 degrees. So, of course, you know that we're videotaping out here in my backyard because I haven't got a chance to do this ever since like October or November. Decided to do something different because it is such a nice day. And because it is such a nice day, wanted to talk about a few things that's on my mind that's been going on here in the city of Chicago, even concerning the violence, and even concerning, this is going to be like a two-part thing. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can, talking about the violence that we all experience here in the city of Chicago, as well as some of the policing issues that we have faced like all over. Because like I said in one video that I did last summer, it seems like it's no place for us to run to. I mean, you have the criminals brutalizing us on one end, but yet you have police brutalizing us on the other end. And I brought out today my trusty little tablet because I intend to prove that, because of the unprofessionalism of a certain police officer that I was able to pick up from a video on YouTube. Okay, so as you know that, by me being in the backyard, and I'm not too far away from Midway Airport, you have planes flying over, all the time, so just bear with me. But one thing I wanted to deal with is that we've had 3 children shot last weekend. It was like one 11-year-old, one 12-year-old, and one 2-year-old boy. One was named Nakaya Holmes, another one was named Canary Gentry Bowers, and the 2-year-old boy, I forgot his name. I think his name is Tishan, some kind of a name like that. And I just have to come to you this afternoon and say that to me this doesn't make any kind of sense. That if we lost 3 babies all in this time. I mean, I'm just wondering, what is the matter with people out there in this city? I mean, is it just that Chicago that just everybody just wants to be much more violent? And, is it that there are no jobs? Because I keep on hearing the fact that, well, maybe we could solve these kind of problems if there were programs. Me and my mother, we were talking about the same issue the other day. And my mother told me and she said that she's been black all her life. So, they talk about programs, but yet they never keep saying, what program it is that they need to stop killing each other. I just think if people are going to kill each other, this is something that abides in the heart of man. And I don't think sometimes, I'm to the point that I don't think that any kind of program is going to help until you change people's hearts. Giving them a whole lot of money and throwing a whole lot of money and time or whatever into programs is not going to change until you change people's hearts. I'm hoping that the hearts of people here in Chicago will change, because I don't want Donald Trump to have to one day see that the violence is so bad here in the city of Chicago that he has to bring in the National Guard and declare martial law over this entire city. Because then not only will criminals, suffer, but even, some of us who are not doing and committing the crime are going to have to suffer and will be detained and possibly be shot and killed. Because when National Guard has to be deployed, they could just come in just killing anybody. But this is what these people are setting up because they said it's too much for the Chicago Police Department to handle. I don't know if these people are something who's doing all this killing are just animals. And even something else that happened a couple of days ago that's very near and dear to my heart is that the other day, 2 days ago, around 39th in Albany, here in the Brighton Park neighborhood here in Chicago, there was a home invasion where 5 people got shot. It was like, 3 people got killed and 2 people died. And one of the boys who died was a boy that I have known all of his life. Why? Because he's my landlady's grandson. I mean, it seems like over these last few years, it seems like every single body, if you live here in the city of Chicago, has been touched by some kind of a violence. If it hasn't happened to you, then you might know somebody that it's happened to. All of us have been touched by this violence epidemic in Chicago. I worry a whole lot of times about my godson, who's 15 years old, at a very bad, impressionable age. I tell him all of the time, this is what I tell him all of the time, to no matter what, to make good decisions. Don't go hang around the wrong people. Do the right things. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Stop cussing. Stop doing all of this kind of stuff that's going to make you a target. Stop hanging out with the wrong crowd. Just go to school and just live your life the best way that you can. Stay away from those kind of people. But some people, especially teenagers nowadays, they want to be so hard-headed, you can't tell them nothing. I mean, even the youth counselor at my old church, you know, because he was the youth counselor when I was a teenager. And he says that we were growing up, he said that our particular crowd was a little bit different. He's like, but these teenagers nowadays, he just flat out said it, you can't tell them a damn thing. I mean, just hard-headed, just doing the wrong things, hanging around the wrong people. I don't know what it is out here so much in these streets that just draws people to this kind of stuff. I try to talk to my godson all the time about the decisions that he makes. And he's telling me that me and his mother and every other adult is just bugging him. Golly, I already know what I need to do. Man, if I end up getting killed and everything by, anybody else or something, I know the consequences that I have to face with hanging out with gang members like he does. If I end up going crazy in my mind, I already know the consequences of what is going to happen to me from smoking weed. I don't need y'all to keep on telling me. If I die, I die. I'm like, no. I tried to tell him that I'd rather him bury me or his mother than for us to have to bury him. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be, because anytime a parent has to bury a child, that goes against the natural order of things. This is not the way it's supposed to be. But yet my landlady, she is a pretty strong woman. She told me that, she is okay or something with everything. She feels that everything is all right, because she said she and his father and his mother, they tried to do the best things with him as they possibly could. It's just that with him, you couldn't tell him anything. He kept on wanting to smoke, wanting to hang around the wrong crowd, wanting to commit crime, wanting to do this, wanting to do that. Just hard-headed. And this is a boy that I held when, I moved over here in this neighborhood in 1999 when my parents moved to Minnesota, and I've been here ever since. So you could definitely know that this is a boy that I looked after and that I held and played with even when he was like 2 or 3 years old. So for some reason, I'm not feeling so good about this whole thing. I'm really not. But on the other end, it's like sometimes I feel like, the more and more I see, I feel that we're abused on the other end of the spectrum, even by police. Because I'm about to show you a video, if I can get to it here, of a police officer verbally abusing a guy, all because he asked, her too many questions as she saw it. I'm going to go ahead and roll this. I'm going to turn this up and let it face the camera if I can. Hopefully y'all can hear.
Where are you guys going from here?
What was the problem? Why did you pull me over?
Why did I pull you over? Because we have a lot of problem with fraud rental cars in here. I see you guys all split when I come into the lot, the way you guys were parked, so I just want to make sure that
Is
we're
this one
legit.
fine?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So I'm free to go, right?
Yeah, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, where you guys headed?
I'm being detained or I'm free to go?
No, I'm asking you a question, but you can be pulled out of the car and I can search it if you really want.
How is that?
Any way I want. Doesn't mean I can use what I find, but I can do it. So you want to do that? You want to play that game a little hard ass, or you want to go back to Rick?
All I'm saying is...
No, talk shit,
I'm
alright?
not talking
You guys are all over there, a bunch of tatted up gangsters and everything, hanging out.
I'm not a gangster.
Yeah, but You're all tatted up. You're sitting there.
My son's name? My
You know
son's
what?
name?
You can't even park the damn car right. You're over there. She's all tatted and everything else. You're not even from around here, all right?
I was
So
taking
don't come here and
I
talk
was taking
shit.
a picture. How am I talking shit to you, officer?
You're talking shit. It might be a T-Tain or what. I told you you could go, right? So go.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
Now, turn that off. You all heard that. Completely downright ugly, completely downright unprofessional. Now, as much as we are being killed by, the criminals out here in the street, you would think in dealing with police that we would have a soft place to fall. This idiot automatically assumed that this guy something was a gangster just because he was tatted up. Now, I got my own reasons and everything for being against tattoos or whatever, because I've done even a couple of videos about being tatted up and women who wear different kind of colored weave and all of that other kind of stuff. But at the same time, I'm open-minded enough to know that every single body who has a tattoo is not always a gangster. In the way that she spoke to him and cursed at him, I mean, if it was anybody of any other profession, of any other kind of job, like a checkout girl at Walmart who spoke to a customer that way, they'd be looking for another job right about now. It seems like in Chicago, like I said in one of my other previous videos, just like wherever, it seems like we cannot go any place. It seems like there's no kind of way for us to run. Either we're abused by the criminals or abused by the police department, and I think that it's worse whenever you get abused by the police department, because these are the same people who are sworn to uphold the law and sworn to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. And, they swore to uphold the law that a whole lot of other people are breaking. But look at how they're acting and look at how they're talking to people. That's how come a whole lot of times whenever I hear something happens to a police officer, I don't cry. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry if something when one gets shot. Because look at how they treat people that they took an oath to protect from the criminals that we are running from. Especially here in Chicago. I mean, I came out and did this video today for a reason. Because, I wanted to attempt to illustrate something, that it's a very nice day out here in the city of Chicago. And I'm just wondering, with it being 64 today, possibly 64 tomorrow, possibly 62 on Sunday, how many people are going to die and get shot this weekend all because it's nice outside? Because whenever it's nice outside, people just cannot go and enjoy the nice weather and make it is what it is. Everybody wants to act stupid. How many people are going to act stupid this weekend? I'm wondering. And how many of us innocent people are going to get caught up into somebody else's foolishness? Either the foolishness of a criminal, number one, or the foolishness of a police officer. I'm to the point that I hardly don't trust people. Tell you the truth, I really don't even like people. I mean, I'm gonna teach a series this year. I'm actually gonna name it Folks or People. Just talking about how people can be in any kind of relationship, how they can be in your neighborhood, how they can act in your church, how they can act in a love relationship, how they act in a position of authority like this bitch here. How they can act any kind of a way, in any kind of a situation, and just call it people. Talk about their downfalls and their isms and schisms. I don't trust people. Not on any end. So what I do is something I just try to stick to myself. And on nice days and everything like this, that God has given unto us, I just stay to myself and just try my best to enjoy it. And one thing about it is I try not to hang in the hood on days like today. If anything, when I get done doing this video, I'll probably pack up this equipment, take it back downstairs, and go and hop on a metro train and go and grab me something to eat downtown and everything. And yet I got something to do this evening, but that's probably what I do. That's what I do. I hang around downtown, north side of Chicago, those kind of places. I mean, because it seems like we're not safe. Yet they say this is supposed to be a free country. We're not really free. We're not safe at all. Not by the hands of the criminals or by the hands of police. So my hope and my prayer this weekend is that everybody will increase the peace and that we will not have any more killings this weekend, especially on nice days like today when it's warm. And I just cannot believe people are doing all of this foolishness, and it's not really even completely warm yet. It's not the summertime yet. So I'm just hoping that all of us can just enjoy this day. Just enjoy this weather. Take the time to enjoy the view. Take the time to enjoy the sun without all of the violence. That is my hope and prayer for all of you out there, and for even all of you all who could be watching me who are causing this mischief. Put the guns down. Because not only me, not every adult, not every single older person, but most of all, our children, our babies, deserve a right to live. And with that all being said, I'm going to leave it right there. And anybody who likes this video, please hit that big thumbs up button. And be sure to watch, share, and subscribe. I'll see everybody the next time on the next video.